granniopteryx, she knows the truth, she's linking every link.
Cards on the table. I didn't hold out much hope for the Labour government when it was elected, but I have actively hated this Labour administration from the moment I saw that Starmer speech after Southport. I was horrified. I was nauseated by his complete lack of human empathy and by his imperious attitude to the ordinary people of this country. Most of them, I should think, were Labour voters, but for whom he obviously felt nothing at all. Well, nothing but the most profound contempt. The contempt of someone who reckons he's the absolute ruler and who gets irritated by some of those who think they too should have a voice in a democracy. Starmer is a tyrant. The fact that he isn't sending out the troops to shoot dissenters, in my estimation, has more to do with the mechanisms of the state than with his own personal wishes. However, he's done what he could, using the machinery of the judiciary, for instance, and he's now doing what he can, using his powers over the electoral process. I don't know whether anyone's noticed, but he has actually cancelled some elections, as much as he could get away with. And he's doing immense damage, even though his powers are, fortunately, somewhat limited. I think that most people have the idea that given half a chance, he'd declare himself supreme leader in a heartbeat, if he could. When he got into power, almost his first words were that he needed 10 years to remake Britain into his idea of a model state. That's the mentality of a tyrant, isn't it? Didn't anyone else notice that? It reminded me of another politician who had an idea of needing, well, in his case, 1,000 years to complete his mission. Right now, as the nation refuses to buckle to Starmer's vision of a model state, the challenge to his authority is coming from Wes Streeting, who was a Starmer acolyte for a while. Oh, he was a great guy. And then rumours started surfacing last November. It's rather boringly got commonalities with Rishi Sunak's disloyal campaign against Johnson, which started around November 2022, didn't it? You know, ready for Rishi, as far as I remember. And I suspect if Streeting succeeds, it'll end the same way as it ended with Sunak. Streeting's victory won't improve the Labour vote. If he does succeed in wresting the government from Starmer's cold, dead hand, then he'll have about the same authority as Rishi Sunak had, owing his position to a small cabal of supporters and universally despised as a snake by even die-hard party members. He'll try to curry favour with his Muslim voters, absolutely no pun intended, by going radically Islamist and ditching British interests for Pakistani ones, in the hope that they'll ignore his homosexuality. But it won't help. They'll still vote for a Gaza independent, on the grounds that a Gaza independent will at least be more loyal to his voters. And he'll also alienate the rest of the country by trying to bring the backbenchers on side by going for radical left policies and more immigration, I suppose. No, what I wish for most is that Starmer hangs on. There's plenty to recommend that. It'll be a rump government simply trying to survive, constantly vulnerable to backbench revolt. So not much will get done. And even better, it'll give Starmer a 3-year headache, which is a punishment that he richly deserves. And that's my thought on the current political upheaval. Till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.